Ekanda de katana da katara ekatara lishitale kutuduka kaprota da varada I am here to bring forth Christianity, a different kind of Christian, an anti-Pauline Christianity, a Christianity that is not filled with Paul's letters, a Christianity that is filled with the letters of Jesus, with the letters of the apostles, my gospel, or this gospel that Jesus gave. Jesus gave unto the disciples is the same gospel that shall be preached unto all nations, unto all kingdoms, unto all countries. It shall be brought to the whole world as a testimony against those who have believed a lie, those who have believed a phantom, those who have believed a lie and have been deceived by Paul's letters, and have been deceived by the 13 letters of Paul, that have been deceived by Saul of Tarsus, the great deceiver that has become a beast and an antichrist. Many antichrists will come. Jesus wrote in Matthew 24, many antichrists will come. So we can expect that antichrists were in that age, were in that hour, were in that season. We can expect them to have been there. We can expect them to have been living in that era, in that time. We can expect them to have been living. So where's the evidence? Saul is the evidence. Saul of Tarsus is the evidence. Paul is the evidence that there were antichrists preaching something different to what Jesus preached. Jesus never preached about grace. Jesus never taught that women should be silent in the temple. Jesus never taught about anything that Paul preached. Anything that Paul wrote in his letters, there's nothing that Jesus taught that represents what Paul taught. And there were many contradictions that Paul had. He had many contradictions about when he saw Jesus and the encounter he had with Jesus at Damascus. So this goes on to show and prove that Paul was a false apostle. Paul was of a false seed. Paul was not of the disciples and never was brought to the attention of Jesus and was not ordained to follow Jesus Christ. So this goes to question, who is he? Was he sent from God or was he sent from the devil? There's only two kingdoms in this world, and in this world where there are two kingdoms, someone has to send someone else. There's someone who is under authority and there's someone who is in authority. So who is it that sent Paul? I believe it is the devil who sent an antichrist, an agent of Satan, so that he can deceive many into believing a lie and falling into the great deception of believing someone else's words over Jesus. This goes to show that God would allow someone to test them to see whether they will believe a lie or whether they will find the truth and hold it fast dearly. And they will see who is greater, who is better, who is more trustworthy, who is more honest, who is more sincere. This goes to show the damage that deception can do. This goes to show the damage that being led astray is very dangerous in this last hour. We must be vigilant and we must be watchful of everything that goes into our ears, goes into our soul. We must be vigilant that people do not deceive us and take us away from the kingdom. We must be very watchful of this last hour, especially when Paul is preached everywhere and his messages are spreading everywhere. I'm not against Christians. I'm against this Christianity that is so weak, that is so tampered with, that is so weak. I'm tired of this Christianity. This is not the Christianity that God gave me. This is not the Christianity that can be overthrown by Islam. This is not the Christianity that can be terrorized anyhow, anywhere. This is not the Christianity that God brought into my life. This is not the same Christianity that I will accept nor tolerate. This is not the Christianity that I want. The Christianity that I need is the Christianity from above that Jesus gave, that Jesus wrote that take two swords, lest you be taken away in captivity or in oppression for your gospel, your preaching of the message. We must be bold, we must be strong against whatever forces, and we must not bow down to any other thing other than Christ's message.